Welcome. You are here with Eugene Cook at the Good Shepherd Agroecology Center here in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. And today we'll be talking about native planting mounds, also known as hugelkultur beds. This is a very wet site, and what we've noticed is that the water is coming from both underground and from above ground in this floodplain. So we were using the mounds to raise the plants up off the ground out of that water and allow their root system to absorb water without sitting in the water. The benefit of these native planting mounds is that we mound up organic material surrounded by a skeleton of wood, and that allows for the soil to continually break down. So it's like a living compost pile that we are planting our food in. And there's also room to plant fruit trees, melons, potatoes, and any kind of vining fruit. These are actually, it's a native and indigenous planting technique that has been used all through Africa and North America. The indigenous people here continually gathered up all their organic matter in the tradition that there is no waste. The ingredients that you need for creating these native mounds for yourself are using the organic matter that is native to your area. Here in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, we have large trees. We want to start the center of the mound with the largest pieces of material, hardwoods, tree stumps, the clays, and then we're going to cover that with brush, twigs, a layer of compost, native soil that has been dug out from underneath, and then the fine planting mix on top. And what we know about raised surfaces like this is that we can plant 3 times more produce by being able to plant all along the sides, over the top, and down the other side. Nice, look at that. What? That's a mound right there. You see that? Do you see that? It can happen in one afternoon. If you have 4 people and plenty of material, you're done in an afternoon. Once we have created our native planting mound by organizing all the material in its proper order, we advise that the mound is then wet down thoroughly to allow for the water to be the charging agent, and then to sit for 1 full moon cycle before we plant in it. The moon cycle would be from new moon to new moon, or from full moon to full moon, and we suggest planting on the full moon. And we'll plant everything from tall, vertical herbs like garlic at the top of the mound, and then root crops like potatoes in the center of the mound, and then along the bottom we can do things like legumes, bean crops at the bottom, which will grab all that water and also add nitrogen into the mound. The maintenance required on these native planting mounds is minimal. The thing to remember is to make sure that we are building them with hardwoods and not pine because of the acid content. And then at the end of each year, or each season for that matter, we dig along the side of the bed and throw whatever soil has slid down by gravity and erosion right back onto the top of the pile. These native planting mounds have saved us here on this very, very wet soil. We have used the organic matter that is native to this area to create these mounds, been able to plant abundant food, reaped a wonderful harvest, and we hope what you have seen is helpful for you and you can use it in your area.